How's it going, everybody? Sean Ross here. I hope you all are having a wonderful time so far, but today is a good day because I woke up today, it is Sunday, and the good news was that the newest chapter of Tokyo Ghoul chapter 146 is out a day early. Thank you, because Mondays are very tough for me into getting, to record my Tokyo Ghoul videos, but now that it's out on a Sunday, this makes me very happy and I can actually get to these videos in a timely manner. So I'm super excited because we can already see by the thumbnail that we have Kenzilla. We're going to be continuing off, with last chapter, which basically had no dialogue. It was basically just a huge monster chapter of just Kenzilla, the giant dragon form of Kaneki, terrorizing and basically almost enveloping the entire city of Tokyo. So I'm kind of hoping that we do get some dialogue in this chapter. I'm not sure, is that why the chapter is out early? Is there no dialogue once again? I'm hoping that's not the case. I think Ashita just wanted to do that for one chapter to just show the dread and just the ominous feeling of just this giant dragon Kagane creature enveloping Tokyo. But the title for this week's chapter is a colon, so Ashita's going very simple with the last couple chapters in the titles for each chapter, so I don't want to ramble on anymore. I just want to dive right into this chapter and see what the hell we are going to get from Ashita. But let's just dive into it. Tokyo Ghoul chapter 146. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, this is like very early translation because you can still see the Japanese writing. Okay. Thousands upon thousands of limbs and eyes descend upon Tokyo. So is this a Kagane? Yep, that's a Kagane right there. And I wonder if this is the CCG building. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go through it. Yep, we are getting dialogue. We are getting dialogue finally. Look at that form. My God. Godzilla upon Tokyo, basically. Like, Kaneki is in a Godzilla-like form. Just look at this, and I love the comparison too, if you go back to chapter 1 of Tokyo Ghoul. I know I didn't bring this up in my review last week, but Ashita in his foreshadowing, just the drawing that Kaneki did looks so similar to this, image, this form of dragon. And I'm wondering if Ashita just decided, you know what, I drew that in the first chapter, let's just bring that back for the form of dragon. I'm not sure if he had it planned or not, but it's funny in my head if he actually did not have it planned and just referred back to chapter 1. I was like, I like that little crudely drawn drawing by Kaneki. Let's make that the dragon form. I think that would have been very, very funny. But let's continue. Direct hit on the target, direct hit. Preparing strafing volley. Repeat, preparing strafing volley. Okay, so we have the military moving in on Kaneki. So this is definitely going to develop into a very global epidemic. So we have screams right now. They're basically firing missiles at Kaneki's dragon form. Hit, it's gonna fall. So it is on top of this building. It is a centipede. No, this panel right here shows it actually being like a centipede dragon form. That is actually very cool because this is the first time we're actually going to see the actual long, zoomed out shot of his Kagane dragon form. That is very cool. It's gonna fall, it'll fall. Did they do it? Damage to its shell has been confirmed. Attacks work on this thing, continue firing. Where is it? Above ground teams move to the road in front of the bureau. Fire as soon as you have eyes on the target. Are we going to evacuate the civilians from the area? Already did. I don't know. I feel like some people already basically died. I feel like we have a mass amount of the population that got consumed by Kaneki when his Kagane was just enveloping the streets. Where do we expect it to move to? From the 1st to the 2nd ward, or perhaps the 4th. That's our best guess. Okay. It fell. So it fell from the building. It fucking fell off. The hell is this thing? Don't know. Did it sustain any damage on the fall? Okay. Move to intercept. Above ground team. Move to intercept. Wait, there's still citizens around here. Who is this? The target still hasn't ceased its activity. Move to back up the above ground teams. Roger. Who is this? Who is this right now? Because we just have the giant eye of dragon looking at this female civilian. Who is this? Oh my God, look at that centipede dragon form. Target on the move. Roger. Flank it. Above ground squads are moving to intercept. It's heading from the 1st ward towards the 4th. Prepare to intercept. Okay. So in these panels, it doesn't seem as big as it seemed it was last chapter, because I kind of felt like it was like the size of Tokyo, but no, this seems a little bit smaller than I initially kind of thought it would be. But for all we know, there's definitely miles of this thing. Movement complete. First volley, prepare. First volley ready. So we have some tanks moving in. The military is now on the ground fighting against Kaneki in his dragon state. We have a tank firing at Kaneki. Look at those eyes. This thing is a monstrosity. Second volley. And just more screams. Tanks are still firing. I like the double spread here. That's really nice. A lot of double spreads, actually. Wow. Yeah, the tanks just basically got destroyed. We just have a whole bunch of... We have some screams, but I notice Mom being screamed out. Huh. That's the only piece of dialogue on this page that actually is coherent, where it's saying Mom. But damn, look at those tentacle Kaganes just demolishing these tanks. Basically, this is like nuclear level right now. I know people were speculating it's like the only way to defeat Kaneki at this state military-wise is to drop a nuke basically on top of Tokyo, and hopefully that would destroy Kaneki in the dragon form. But then you would also have to factor in all of the casualty and the civilian lives that still have yet to be evacuated. Okay. Move. Go, 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 damn it. I'm scared. I'm scared. I would be scared too. This thing is a monstrosity. So here we have the title on this page, you know, the colons. No, 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 no way. Run, run, why? So just civilians are running away right now. Just more environmental shots of the landscape. And then look how big he is. Someone please, God, Mom, no, 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 no. This panel right here is very, very neatly drawn. Like the detail on the skyscrapers, I can't even speak right now, and the surrounding buildings look absolutely amazing. Mommy, someone screaming, another person yelling. We're back down in the underground. So we're moving back to the underground. Okay, I was hoping Ishida would do this. We wouldn't just concentrate on Kaneki's rampage in the underground. So who are we going to down in the underground? Okay. Who are we going to see? Furuta is still alive. You gotta be kidding me. How is he still alive? How? Whoa. Look at all those people coming out of, I think that's the eye of Kaneki. Look at all those, like, bodies. You're right about one thing. All this is beyond human understanding. But how is Furuta still alive? Those are just all Kanekis. With eyes gouged out. And you say this will bring Arima and Hairu back. This. So is Furuta talking to Kui? Like Koriui? Yeah. Answer me. I can only speak in terms of possibilities. But if Kaganes are truly the fruit of imagination itself, even life can be birthed from infinite chaos. That should impress upon you just what that thing is. Possibilities, huh? Give me a number. I don't care if it's just a guess. What % are we looking at? Essentially, 0. I see. Drop dead. Watching it fight those bastard ghouls should have forced you to realize that thing can only create destruction. I was hoping this was just a bit more probable. After all, it's the first time I've actually laid eyes on it in person. So is that Furuta saying that? We have some ghoul kids. In fairy tales, it is said that the king of the 24th ward once did something similar. He divided up and shared into the world his life force itself. But was that just a fluke? I don't know. And he probably stole a lot more lives than he shared. I promise you, I had the map. The X marked the treasure. It just so happened that the treasure isn't the sort you wanted. I didn't believe you that far, to be honest. I'm not that much of a fool, but any port in a storm, I just wanted solace. Even if under roofs of straw, but they won't stand much longer, will they? I'm sorry. Even though you're enemies, you just couldn't kill them, could you? We went at it for real. Both of us were inches from death multiple times. Just one more step and we'd have died. Both of us could feel it. So Hirako is still dead, I'm guessing? I mean, still alive, not dead. Hirako's still alive, and I believe that's the child Arima, the one a part of the Arima clan, but not really related to Kishio Arima. But it sucks that the other two had to die. I really liked those characters. That sucks. But then this thing shows up, and before we know it, we're shoulder to shoulder. So the Kanekis from the dragon form just came out, and they basically, you know, enemy of my enemy is a friend. You know, they end up dropping their fight for that moment and then just teamed up together, which honestly makes a lot of sense. Our mental misgivings were swept away. Our bodies just automatically moved to respond. I see. How nice. And Ui's like shocked at this. I'll be going. I'm not the bureau chief anymore. Wait a minute, what? He's stepping down? What will you do, Corey? I'm going to the surface. I'm an investigator after all. And you, Hirako? You probably need someone to watch your back, so... Take. The world that Arima wished for, that's where we're headed, right? Aren't we? I don't know. At the very least, I'd like to see it come true. And we have Touka right here. Next issue, inside the... And I don't really know what that says. I think it's just left blank. But, oh wow, I think this is actually very, very powerful, this last panel, because if this is in fact Touka right here, basically Kaneki has Kagenes all around Touka and is shielding her and protecting her. That is... I could have seen that happening, but this panel is very, very cool, just in the fact that it really does show that in Kaneki's state that he's in, when he was just repeating the name, Touka, 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 that was his main mission. He wanted to just make sure that Touka was safe and that he was able to protect her no matter what. So there's a section of this Dragon Kagane still surrounding Touka, preventing her from going anywhere, and is protecting her with his life while he's just, you know, rampaging and kind of just incoherent in this new dragon state up on the surface. So, wow. But it makes me wonder, did he kill everyone around her, like the ghouls and the CCG investigators? That's my one question. But I'm very happy that this chapter came out early. I'm glad we had some dialogue, and we got to see a little bit more of the rampage and seeing the military kind of take action, but then also getting to a little bit more dialogue from Kori Ui, Hirako, the Arima child, and also Furuta. But I have a lot of questions right now. What is Furuta's plans right now with him saying, I am no longer the bureau chief? And where's Ayato in all this? Is the one-eyed ghoul of the 24th Ward going to show up, because they keep name-dropping this legendary one-eyed ghoul from Ghoul Fairy Tales? But then also, out in the distance, where is Scarecrow? Hide with Ure, with Marude, and Matsuri? Like, what's going on with them? So there's a lot of questions, a lot of variables still on the table, and the main question I think everyone should have on their mind is, how do we take out Dragon? I think that is the #1 question, and whether or not a nuke gets dropped on Tokyo is still anyone's guess. So I hope you guys enjoyed my live reaction. I definitely want to hear you guys' thoughts down in the comments below about what you guys thought with this chapter and where do you see, you know, the story going, because having Dragon introduced and being Kaneki adds a lot of variables, and it kind of leaves mysteries for what's going to come in the next couple chapters. So leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys very shortly in my chapter review for chapter 146. So see you then, guys.